What's up, YouTube? Red Wing back here, and today the Eastern Conference has officially been set for the first round of the NHL Stanley Cup playoffs. I'm excited. You should be excited too. I can't wait to figure out who the Red Wings are going to play. I will probably be doing a video after every game talking about whatever. But I'm super pumped for the playoffs this year. I'm kind of upset today because the Michigan Wolverines did lose in the national championship, but congrats to Minnesota Duluth for winning their first national championship. So I'm kind of upset, but you know it was one hell of a game. If you missed that game, you missed out on one hell of a game. But I'm gonna go ahead and get into the Eastern Conference Stanley Cup playoffs first round. And give you guys my predictions. The first seed for going into the playoffs is going to be the Capitals from Washington. Alexander Ovechkin. He's a beast. And they're going to be taking on the Rangers, who have secured their spot barely. They're going to take the 8th seed. Personally, I really do think that the Capitals are going to make a really good run this year. And I think this year could end up being their year. I know I'm a Red Wings fan, but, you know, the Caps are probably my favorite team from the East, but you know, I really go by, you know, who's going to win and who's not. At the beginning of last season, I said, you know, the Chicago was going to win, and they did win. So, I don't know. I think the Caps being knocked out early last season after being, you know, a huge favorite going in, I think that's gonna really fuel them during the playoffs this year. They're going to come back hungrier than ever. I know I'm pretty sure Ovi really wants to win that cup now that Crosby has one and everybody's all down his neck because he hasn't won one yet. Which is kind of stupid because he's got all the time in the world now. He's one of the best players in the world, so get off his ass. But they're going to take on the Rangers, if I didn't already say that. I really do think that the Capitals are going to just do work in the playoffs this year. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take the Capitals in 5 games. I think the Rangers will probably win the first one at home. But I think the Capitals will win in 5. So that's the first series. Second series is going to be Flyers against Sabres. This one I'm not really too sure about. I don't really know too much about either team. I know Ryan Miller, Michigan boy, is a beast in net for Buffalo. And I know the Flyers did go to the Flyers. They went to the finals last year. And I know they're a pretty gritty team and they're pretty good this year. I seen them live against the Wings and. They're a pretty good team. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to pick Flyers in 6. No. Flyers in 5. Flyers in 5, for sure. I don't think that one will go too far. I think the Flyers are going to wrap that one up pretty quick, just like the Capitals. Here's one that the last two I'm really excited for. I usually do watch all the rounds as much as I can. Whatever's on CBC, because I can only get CBC in my room, and then Versus in my living room, because I don't have a cable box in my room. And most of the games are actually on Versus for the first round, but a lot of them are actually on CBC. So I try and watch as many of them as I can, and I'm definitely going to be trying to keep an eye on these 2 rounds, or these 2 matchups. Bruins-Habs. That one I think is going to be real good. I think it can probably go to 6 or 7 games. But just because Tim Thomas is such a beast in net this year, and he's just had such a great season, I think he's going to continue that into the playoffs. And I think that the Bruins are going to take that one in 6. So the Bruins are going to go ahead and go on, and the Habs are going to have to hit the road after that great push they had last year in the playoffs. I think the Bruins. Oh yeah, well the Bruins, yeah, I completely forgot about this. The Bruins are the team that went 3-0 on the Flyers last season and then lost. So I think that might fuel them. You know, I think they're gonna come hungry, and I think the Habs are gonna come hungry too, though. I think they know that they had a great push last season and that they can do it again this year. So definitely Bruins in 6. And the last matchup I'm really excited for, especially if Sidney Crosby comes back, because then we'll have 2 of the best players in the NHL going at it in the first round of the playoffs. I think this one, if Sidney Crosby can come back, can go to 6 or 7 games. Regardless, I think that Tampa Bay Lightning will. I didn't even tell you who's playing, but it should be obvious. Penguins versus Lightning. But I think the Lightning will take this one regardless of if Sidney Crosby is back or not. Just because of the fact that Sidney Crosby has been out for so long now that I don't I don't really think he'll come back as good. So, and plus the Lightning have had a really good season. Plus they got my boy Steve Yzerman, GM, right? So yeah, okay, yeah, general manager. So he's done a great work with that team. And they played really good this season. They kind of fell off at the end there, but I don't know. I think they're gonna do pretty good in the playoffs. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna pick Lightning in 5. If Sidney Crosby is back. If Sidney Crosby is back, I think they'll take it in 6. So Lightning in 5 or 6. I know I picked two there, but that's kind of a huge factor. You might not want to think it is if you hate Crosby, but I think he is big enough to maybe win a game. So guys, that is my Eastern Conference playoff predictions. I'm gonna do it for each round and then each conference. I'll probably do one video for each conference. Western Conference predictions are gonna be out tomorrow because the Western Conference is not set yet. It's all up in the air. Actually, Chicago hasn't even secured a spot yet. They could easily be out if the Wings beat them tomorrow. But Western Conference Finals. Why do I want to keep saying that? Western Conference prediction video will most likely be out tomorrow. If not, it will be out Monday. So be looking out for that. I will be doing NHL 11 simulations of all these series. So be looking out for that. I'm probably going to be putting out a lot of Minecraft. So there's going to be a lot of videos coming out. And I hope a lot of you guys are hockey fans because I'm going to be talking a lot about the Red Wings and maybe some other series that interest me as well. So I'll be looking out for that, guys. I'm Red Wing, guys. I'm out. Peace. And I say guys a lot, but I'm out. Peace.